Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of Kids Cookbook Club. I'm Miss Laurie from the Ostrander branch of the Delaware County District Library. I'm so glad you could join us today. You know what? I'm not wearing my regular clothes today, am I? I'm wearing kind of a medieval Renaissance fair costume in celebration and anticipation of our virtual medieval fair this year. We're having real jousters joust against each other in full armor and with shields and lances and all that fun stuff virtually, and you'll get to see Miss Laurie joust, so you can root me on. Okay, it's June 5th, and we will let you know of the time. It's for Summer Reading Club. Our cookbook today is an unexpected cookbook. It's the unofficial book of Hobbit cookery. Of course, hobbits are fictitious, which means they're not real, but it did take place in a medieval type world, and that's why we're using it for a cookbook. It is written and published by Chris Rachel Ostland. Has some great recipes. The recipe, oh, you know what? I almost forgot. Before you do anything else, push pause, wash your hands, and come right back. I'll be right here. Okay, welcome back. Good thing you washed your hands. It's always good to do, but especially before you cook. All right, so today we're going to be making hand pies. A hand pie is a pie you can carry in your hand. It's portable, it's yummy, and they're so versatile. You can take them on picnics. You can have them for an after-school snack. You can have them for dinner. Oh, gosh, it's just whenever you feel like eating one. We're going to make two different kinds today. This one we're going to make as our savory with a canned biscuit, okay? And a savory means non-sweet. And then we're going to make sweet ones with a pie crust. These are the easy peasy ways to do it. Now, you can make pie crust from scratch if you want to. But you know, Miss Laurie, I don't like to do stuff from scratch unless I have to. I like to do it the easy way. All right, I'm going to use a bit of parchment paper because I don't have my kitchen counter and I don't want to get the tablecloth icky. So I'm going to put that down there. I have canned biscuits, the big ones. You could probably use the little ones, but they'd make a smaller pie. Okay, I'm going to put this on my parchment paper and get a rolling pin. Okay, use your hands. If you use this, it's a little harder. My grandson was making these, and he found it is much easier to do it this way. And if it sticks, that's okay. It doesn't stick so much that you can't do it. Okay, there. Pull that off my rolling pin. Set that aside a little bit. You can smash it a little with your hands too. Now I'm going to make the filling. You can use anything for your filling. You can use ham, chicken, ground beef, potatoes, carrots, your favorite vegetable, your favorite meat. I'm using a chicken. Oops. There. Okay, and I'm going to chop it up. Hey, you want to know a cool fact? You know when you see at the Renaissance Fair all those people eating turkey legs? Did you know they didn't have turkeys in England then, in the medieval and Renaissance times? I don't know why they always think that you're supposed to eat a turkey leg, because the turkeys were here in America. So there's a little fact for you. All right. I'm going to cut up some chicken. Sharp knife. Make sure you have an adult with you, okay? Also because of the oven. All right, cut up some chicken. Now I have some canned vegetables. That's easy. They're already cut up. This has potatoes and carrots and peas and corn. Okay, I'm going to mix that all up. Can you see that in there? Okay, now you can use water, but egg makes a really good, I call it pie glue. It's not really glue. And I'm going to paint it. Let me put this over here. Bring this back here so you can see it a little better. I'm going to paint around the perimeter or the edges of the pie or the biscuit. Okay, that's going to be the glue. Then because Miss Laurie washed her hands, I'm going to use fingers because it's easier, but you don't have to. I'm going to put a little of the filling in there. Okay, you don't want to put too much because you won't be able to seal it well. I'm going to pick it up, fold it over, and crimp this, or just smush the sides together. Kind of start a preliminary seal. There. And then I'm going to get my fork and crimp it along the sides. That's the even better seal. And then I'll put some vent holes because the vegetables have water in them, and water and heat make steam. And if you have steam in there, it's going to want to escape, right? And if it escapes, it might blow your biscuit apart. You don't want that. Ooh, this makes your biscuit nice and shiny. Put a little of that egg on top, paint it on top. There. Okay. And then I'm going to put that in the oven. Pot holder must. And let's see, it said you follow the biscuit directions, and this said 350 for 13 minutes. So we'll have that in there about 13 minutes. Okay, I'm going to clean up my area, and while that's cooking, we're going to make the dessert one, which of course is Miss Laurie's favorite. Okay, let's see. Now for the dessert one, we're going to try a different kind of crust. This is the kind you get in the refrigerated section, like with the biscuits. And you want to let it thaw out a little bit. Don't do this, have an adult do that, because you can get cut. And as I've told you before, Miss Laurie has cut herself before, and it's not fun. Okay, another clean work surface. Oh, and when you put your biscuits in the oven with the filling, you don't have to grease the pan or use parchment paper. Miss Laurie likes to because it keeps the pan clean. Okay, look at this. It's already rolled out. It's already made and rolled out. It's perfect. This is the easy peasy cheater way. All right. Now, if you want a bigger pie, like Miss Laurie likes, or a little pie, which are cute, you can use different things for cookie cutters. If you have a big cookie cutter, great. If you don't, you can use one of these. Okay, so I'm going to put that on my pie shell and get my knife. Aha! You can use a dull knife or a sharp knife, but dull knives are a lot safer, aren't they? And this is about as dull as they come, the plastic ones. Okay, and I'm just cutting around the edge and making my little circle. I'm going to make a couple of those. And then I'm going to make a couple of little itty bitty ones with my other cutter. Okay, this is the top of a mason jar, one of the rings. They make cute little circles too. There. Yeah, these little hand pies were definitely around during the medieval and the Renaissance fair time. A lot of people enjoyed them. They sold them at fairs. They made them at home just because they travel so nicely. That's not why they ate them at home, but that's why they ate them at fairs and stuff. At home, it's just a great way to use leftovers. And if you come home from school and you have an adult that can help you, or an older sibling, what a great after-school snack. Okay, now I'm going to make the filling for the sweet one. All right, you can use anything. You can use fresh fruit, dried fruit, frozen fruit, jelly. Jelly's really easy. Just put a spoonful on your pie crust, you're good. But these are frozen strawberries, and they already have the sugar, so that's kind of nice. So we're going to make like our own pie filling. So I'm going to add a few strawberries there. You don't want to add too much juice because it makes it a little sloppy. Oh, come on. All right. Put my lid back on. I think I'll put the lid back on the chicken because that's making me crazy. Okay. Now, this is kind of syrupy and runny just to put on the pie crust. So I'm going to add a little bit of flour. If I can get it open. There. Okay. That's just flour. You can use cornstarch. Some people use tapioca. So it just depends. And I can't really tell you how much. You just have to kind of guess. Add a little. Always add a little first and then more later. Oh, here. I'll use the end of that. I don't want to get strawberry in the flour. Okay. Let's see how that works. I'm going to stir it up. The flour is to thicken it a little bit. Okay. Kind of sop up those juices. If you add too much, it's kind of chewy. If you don't add enough, it's kind of runny. Ooh, I think that might work. Okay. Do you know why Miss Laurie always closes the lids after she's done? Because I've knocked stuff over before. Which reminds me, there, the lid for the strawberries. And then it's just a big mess to clean up. All right. So I'm going to get my egg wash. Oh, is that done? Nope, not quite. So I'm going to get my egg wash. Let me move the strawberries out of the way. Paint the perimeter. Why are you talking to me? End. Okay, well, stop. Stop? Mm-hmm. Okay, I think I made it work. We'll find out. Okay, so I painted the perimeter with egg wash. I'm going to put a little bit of strawberry in there. Hope you guys like strawberries. I do. Okay, let me move that out of the way so you can see. I'm going to fold it over, and like with the biscuit, I'm going to smush it closed with my hands, or my fingers. Okay, then get my fork and push around the edge. Okay, and make some holes in the top. See? A little bit extra. And just before I put it in the oven, when it's on the pan, I'm going to paint it with the egg wash on top. And I think I'm going to make a baby one this time. They're so cute. I'll put that bigger one back there. And paint the perimeter, which is the edge, remember? Put a piece of strawberry in there because I think it's almost too little to hold much more than 2 little pieces of strawberry. Fold it over. Now, if you really are ambitious, and this would make a great 4th of July hors d'oeuvre that you can make with your anybody who really wants to help you, any adults, and you can make a bunch of these and have them like before the barbecue if you have a barbecue. Isn't that cute? I just love that. That's like perfect for after school snack. Okay, now that's still cooking, and I will try to show it to you before we're done. But in the meantime, I'll show you some that I made. This is the biscuit, all cooked with the same filling. And let's open it up. Oh, look at that. If you like bread, this is awesome. Should I take a bite? Well, that one has carrots. I can't. This one doesn't. Oh, that's good. That was really good. Okay. Now, this is one I made yesterday. It has ham and broccoli in it. This is a little one I made with strawberries. And this is my favorite. Check this out. My favorite fruit are apricots. I made this last night. It is so good. I've already eaten one, so I'm not going to eat this one. This is such a fun thing to do. And it's so good. You can help your parents even, or your caregivers, or your adults that watch over you. Help them make dinner one night. Okay, let's see if this thing's done yet. Well, it's not quite done. It's got to brown more, but see how it's fluffing up? It's got that yummy egg wash on top. All right, I think that's about it for today. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoy your hand pies. And remember, keep reading. Track those hours. Come in and get your prize for Summer Reading Club. And have fun with all our virtual on-demand programs. and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
It went to